have your own ideas about what's right and what's wrong. You have your own sense of morality. Now, I think you would probably agree with me that there's a lot of different people in the world with different moralities from you. They would disagree with you about what's right and wrong. There might be some overlap, like, most of these people would probably agree that murder is wrong. Most of these people would probably agree that stealing is wrong, but not everyone. That's the world right now. If we consider the past, there's all these other people, and they would disagree with almost everyone here. Because as you know, morality has changed throughout time, and things that used to be considered good are now considered bad, and vice versa. And I think we would all also agree that in the future, people are probably going to have a different morality than they do now, because morality does evolve over time, So because our morality has continued to evolve from the past up until this point, I think it's safe to assume that in the future, these people will probably disagree with what we believe now. So what's my point? The reason I bring this up is because a lot of times people will read the Bible, they'll come across something that God said or did that they disagree with, and then they will say, because I disapprove of that, therefore God is not real, and if he is real, he's not worthy of worship. But that is a very egocentric perspective when you consider that you don't agree with really any of these people other than yourself. And you assume that God's morality should perfectly line up with yourself and everyone else is wrong. We shouldn't, by default, assume that our moral instincts are always correct, because that's a pretty big assumption. So what I'm trying to say is that when we come to a passage in the Bible that we disagree with, we should have a little bit of humility, and we shouldn't just assume that we're right and the Bible's wrong. We should dig into it a little deeper